awful dumb, then you must be awfully smart to figure out where I'm dumb at. So tell me. Now, I didn't think you could do it. So that must mean you're awfully dumb. Do you know why? Why? Because I just figured out where he's awfully dumb. He said I was awfully dumb and couldn't prove it. Hell. And so by him doing that proves that he's awfully dumb, and I just proved it to him. Now, the Bible tells us in 1 John 3:7 that sin is the transgression of God's law. And James 4:17 tells us, he that knows to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. So sin entails knowing good and evil and choosing the evil over the knowing good. And it's a willful, voluntary choice. And you know what? Every one of you who are not born again, you are willfully doing what is wrong and evil. All the time.
What is the fun, bro?
Yeah. Good question.
What was the question?
Is apartheid evil?
Republican?
You know what God says about South Africa? I'll tell you. You write this one down? Here's what God says about South Africa. Abolish apartheid, support P.W. Botha, and invest heavily in South Africa. Do you know why he says that? Number one, to stop apartheid is good, because you know why? God does not hate skin, God hates sin, not skin. Skin, not sin. Now, and to support P.W. Botha is good, because P.W. Botha's reforming the entire country of South Africa. There's a John Belushi freak right there. You know what was one of the major steps he took, P.W. Botha? In 1983, they established a brand new government with a brand new constitution, like Aquino's trying to do over in the Philippines.
Killing people.
Hey, what's it say? Good. Oh, you got a copy? I carry a copy. I mean, it's not in the Bible. Here's the sentence of the preamble of their constitution.
Turn the page!
In 1983, in humble submission to Almighty God, Amen, who controls the destinies of peoples and nations, peoples, plural, we are convinced of the necessity to respect and to protect the human dignity, life, liberty, and property of all in our midst. Yes, Botha's a born-again Christian. And you know what?
The path was blown away. Does he wear shorts?
should invest heavily into South Africa? Mainly for our own national defense of the minerals we have plutonium, uranium-238, and a few others. Now, and also we should invest and have our presence there so there will not be a big vacuum in South Africa and allow the commies to come in that much easier. And you know that the ANC, they're the commies. Aren't you glad I was here to tell you that? Now, and do you know the ANC, African National Congress, which Oliver Tambo is the president of, and also the United Democratic Front, which Archbishop Desmond Tutu is the speaker for, they are both communist front organizations. Yes.
How do you know?
How do I know? Good question.
This guy's a winner.
Now,
Making a mistake.
who is a very famous former president of the ANC? Who's a very famous former president of the ANC?
Mandela.
Very good. He wins the prize. Thank you. Should I read it now?
It's big.
Sure, probably. Only if you give them to me. I have an invitation here.
The envelope, please.
From Shaw Kappa Epsilon.
Bring your own Georgia.
No, you're funding communism.
You're funding communism.
All right. That's not psych, that's a plain old lie. You are cordially invited to dinner at the BT chapter of the Teak Fraternity House.
Yeah!
We would all enjoy sharing food, fun, and fellowship with you this evening.
Fun! Exit out! Fellowship!
Dinners are served at 5:30. We are at the corner of 5th Street and Techwood.
Techwood!
Thank you, brothers of the Teak. I'll gladly accept this. Yes, you know why I'm going to the frats?
Why?
Because Jesus himself ate with whores and whoremongers. Now, and do you realize, he guessed it, Nelson Mandela was one of the first ANC presidents, and he wrote a 62-page dissertation entitled How to Be a Good Communist. And in 1964, he was convicted at the Ravonia trial, and then he was sentenced to life imprisonment. That's why he's still in jail.
Hallelujah.
And you know what?
What crime?
It's only the grace and mercy of the South African government that he's not dead.
You might as well have been.
What was his crime?
What about
overthrow the government by force. And you know what?
Nobody can prove it.
Oh, they had document upon document upon document.
They can make a false one.
They raided the place.
Government.
Sir, they raided the place and found it in their own
They
possession.
said they raided the place.
In their own
They said the place.
handwriting.
They said they raided
Their own
They said they
handwriting,
raided the
devil. You know what?
Why are you wearing gloves?
He's a commie sympathizer. How do I know? Just by his defense of communism.
You gonna be out here for a couple hours?
Yes.
I gotta go get my mind right, okay?
You got longer hair this year than you did last year.
It's gonna be longer next year too. I gotta go to class. And then after that I have ass fucking 101. Yeah!
Oh, moles!
Brother Jim! Brother Jim! Brother Jim, take off your gloves. Let's see your palm.
You'll never get that much.
I bet they're hairy.
Now, Spinach, do you know what?
What?
God is a Republican. Do you know how they insult? God is a Republican. Now, I am not referring to the GOP, Republican Party. I'm referring to God's Republican form of government. Thank you. Known as Republicanism. Now, anybody here know what Republicanism is? Short shorts. You know what? It's very cold out here today. And he's wearing short shorts. You know what that makes him? Super horny. Girls, I should have known. You know what? That frat boy is probably full of ethyl alcohol, so he doesn't feel it. He's going to get each other. No. No. No.
Some people.
Aren't there any economists or poli-sci or American history people here? I'll tell you who America owes a debt to. The Federal Reserve Board. Which was instituted in 1933. No, sorry, 1913. And you know what? The government, by our Constitution, cannot print anything, cannot give out any kind of money other than gold or silver. They took away gold in 1933, and silver was abolished in 1965.
Come on, this is...
And you know what?
How do you talk?
Here's how we get our paper money. The government... The Federal Reserve notes were redeemable in gold and silver prior to President Kennedy's assassination. It was the day after he was assassinated. They took away all Federal Reserve notes from being redeemable by gold and silver.
Sounds like